Alright then, so now we have all of our different markdown files over here inside the projects folder. We've also added the transformer plugins so we can access those and the content inside them from our GraphQL layer. What I'd like to do is query those so we can list all the projects on this projects page right here. So what we're going to do first of all is construct the query in graphical. So I'd like to get all markdown remarked to get all of the files. We want to go into nodes first of all. Then we want the front matter, and the different properties I want are the slug, the stack, and the title. We want all of those. We also want an ID because we're eventually going to cycle through these in our React component. And when we do that, React likes the ID of each component that we map through to output some template for. So we'll take that ID as well, which is going to be unique for each individual project. Now, I don't need the HTML for them because I'm not going to list the HTML on this page. Later, when we create details pages for each project, we'll do that then. We just need the slug, the stack, the title, and the ID. So let's test this out first of all to see what it looks like. Yep, we get all that information back. Okay, so let me now copy this, and I'm going to go over to our project page. So that's inside the project folder. And at the bottom of here, this is where we need to make our page query. So we've seen how to do this in the past. Let me just do a little comment to say export page query like so. And then we want to export a constant, which we'll call query. We set it equal to GraphQL. Press this bottom one to import it at the top right here. Then we need template strings like so. And inside here, we can paste in the query like so. Now I'm going to change the name of this query to projects page like so. Okay, so now what we're doing is grabbing all of that data, and Gatsby is going to inject that data into our props, which we can extract up here from the object using destructuring. So I'm going to grab the data property. So now we have that data. Let's first of all log that data to the console. So console.log data like so. If I save this now, I'm going to open up the console first of all, and I'll just open this up a little bit so I can see the console. Let me come over here, and now we can see we get this object right here, all markdown remarks. So if we open this up, we can see an array on the nodes property right here, and each object in that array is a project. It has the front matter object with all the different properties and the ID. So what I'd like to do is extract this nodes array right here. So what I'm going to do is come back over here, and I'm going to say const projects is equal to data, which is the object we logged to the console, dot all markdown remark. Remember, that was this property. Let's go back over here, all markdown remark, and then we want to say dot nodes to get that array. So dot nodes like so. So now we have this project array, and we can cycle through that project array inside our template. So let's do that now. I'm going to create a div first of all, and I'm going to, inside this div, map through our projects. So let me do that. I'm going to say projects.map. And inside here, we want to take each individual project and return a bit of template for each of those projects. So our template is going to be a link first of all, because ultimately we're going to be clicking on these projects to go through to a details page for that project. So let me click on this to auto import it at the top right up here. Now it's going to go to a specific URL. So in our case, let me just spell this correctly, that is going to be to /projects / whatever the slug is. Remember, for each project, we had this slug property in the front matter, and we have that inside this data right here. So we can use it to dynamically create this route. So it's going to go to /projects first of all. So /projects. And then I'm going to concatenate on here at the end, the project dot front matter dot slug. So we get the slug from that front matter object. So it's going to be /projects / the slug, which is whatever is determined inside the front matter right here. Okay, so for each project, we have now a unique URL. Now, those pages are not going to exist yet, but don't worry about that. We'll address that later on. For now, we also need a key prop inside this link because that's what React likes to do when we map through an array of data and output a different bit of template for each one. We need that key prop. So I'm going to set that equal to the project.id. Remember, we got the ID property on each of these projects. If we open it up right here. Okay, so let me close off that link. And inside the link, what I'd like to do is a div. And I want to output inside this the title of the project and also the stack that we used. So let's do an H3 for the title. So we need to output project.frontMatter.title for the title property. And then under that, we'll do a paragraph tag for the stack. And we want project.frontMatter.stack, like so. And I think that is pretty much it. So if I save this now, I'm going to come over here and we can see all of those different projects listed out right here. We have the title of each one, and also underneath that we have the stack that we use for that particular project. Now, at the minute, like I said, if we click on these, then it's not going to give us a page for that project, but we can see it's gone to that URL, which is what we wanted, using that slug, and it's the same for each one. We can see the slug right here at the top. Okay, so that's the functionality pretty much done. Now, one more thing, I do just want to add a few styles for this page to make it look a bit better. So then we already have this CSS module imported into this component. So all we need to do is add another class like this to this div right here, which is surrounding our project. So we can style those projects. I'm going to say class name is going to be equal to styles.projects, like so. Now we need to create those styles down in our style sheet. So let's go to the projects module and I'm just going to paste these in. So we grab that class and we display it as grid. We say we want 3 columns, each of equal width. So there's going to be 3 projects sitting next to each other on a row. We give it a grid gap and a bit of margin. Now the titles in each of those projects, we say text align center, bit of margin and a font weight of 500. And the project's paragraph, which is the stack, remember, we say color it a slightly darker gray, and also the margin top is going to be 4 pixels. So if we save this now, I'm going to come over here and we can see that looks a bit better. Later on, we're going to have a thumbnail image for each of these as well. But for now, that's looking pretty good.